Hi, I'm Sharon Bill. Welcome to my theory tuition series where I'm leading you step by step through each of the ABRSM theory grades. There are lots of resources available to help you on my website. If you go to sharonbill.com, you'll find some free PDF information sheets and they're available to download in US letter or A4 and they accompany each step of this series. You'll also find a page there with links to all of my YouTube video tutorials, and you can access information about the books that I have available. I've written an exam technique guide, how to take your ABRSM Music Theory Exam. It's full of tips and techniques on how to best prepare for your exam and also how to make the best use of your time on exam day when you're working through your exam paper. So if you go to sharonbill.com, you'll find it's all there. If you can give me a like, that would be fab. And please do subscribe to my channel to keep updated. There's lots more in store. And so now we're going to continue with the paper A of the 2015 grade 4 past papers. So if you turn with me to page 4, we're going to have a look at question 3. So question 3, again, all of the little questions below will refer back to this melody here. I do suggest that you have a go of this on your own. Just press pause, have a crack at it, and then re-access into the video and we'll check it through together. So I'm hoping you've had a go, and we'll look through this together now. So this again presents an example of how the paper has changed. We have some definitions here of some musical directions and performance directions. However, in the 2018 paper onwards, the newly revised exam paper, these will be presented to you in multiple choice format, the answers will be. And so I just suggest that you have a go and answer these because it's a good revision exercise. These are, if you remember, all of the terms from grades 1, 2, 3 and 4 are cumulative, so there's plenty of revision required there. So let's go ahead and answer these now. So largo is slow, whereas larghetto is rather slow. So you can see the similarity, so rather slow, and you can even quantify that by saying rather slow, but not as slow as largo, just to give that its full definition. So here we have this symbol. I think you first came across this in grade 2. It looks like a confusion of terms. We've got a legato and a staccato. However, that means semi-staccato. Let's have a look. So calando means dying away. So that's that completed. Let's have a look at the next question. So we're asked to add the correct rest or rest. That's the really important thing to observe there. Marked with a little star to complete the first bar. So let's have a look. So first of all, we need to know what the bar should be filled with. And this is 9/8, 9 quaver beats. However, we need to reflect that it's triple compound time. And so just like in beaming notes, the rest must reflect these 3 individual beats to show that we're in triple compound. So let's just see what we've got at the end. We've got 1, 2 quaver beats here, and then with these 2 semiquavers give us another quaver beat. So actually that is our final dotted crotchet, dotted quarter note beat. And so we've got 2 beats to show. So there's our first group of 3 and our second group of 3. It wouldn't be acceptable to put a dotted minim. We need to show each new beat with a new rest. So that would be the required answer there. Let's have a look at the next question. So we need to answer true or false to the following statement. The largest melodic interval between 2 notes next to each other in this melody is a perfect fifth. So let's see what we've got here. So here we got a 1, 3, 4th. That's a third, 1, 3, 4th. Nothing over the next bar line. That's a sort of tricky area to watch out. All of these are in step. So there's nothing larger than a 4th actually. And so whether it's perfect or whether that's altered is irrelevant in many respects, because it certainly isn't a perfect fifth. It is actually a fourth, so that's false, that statement there is. So there we go. Next question. We're asked to give the technical names of the two notes marked in bar 3, marked X and Y. The key is A flat major. So we know we don't need to worry about the flats because the key signature will take care of that. Let's just sketch out the letters of the scale. So first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. So let's see what notes we've got. So note X is a B. So I'm just going to jot that there. And Y is an F. What's your clef? We're in bass clef. So Y is an F. So B is the second degree of the scale. We could just count up. A, B, 1, 2. That's the second, and so that would be the supertonic. That's the technical name. It's above the tonic, just like super titles are above the stage. And then F, we could have just counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that. We know that's the sixth. And so the sixth is the submediant. And so that's that question completed now. We're asked, which other key has the same key signature as A flat major? Now I always suggest that you just sketch out all of your major and minor keys before you start, so you can do all your thinking in one go. However, we know that A flat major is related to F minor. They are the related keys, so that's that question. Now the next question asks us to rewrite bar 4 in simple time, but without changing the rhythmic effect. We need to also include the new time signature. So at the moment we're in 9/8. Now it doesn't work to keep 9 and go 9/4 particularly, because that's still in a different, that's not the time signature we required. We're going from simple time, we need to go from common time to simple time. So this is 3 groups of 3, and so now we need to stay in triple time, so we need 3 groups of 2. So we can see that we've got 3 groups of 2 here, so our time signature should be 3, 4. And now we've gone into simple time, and then all we need to do, if we look at bar 4, we need to remove the dot and add triplet sign. So that's easily done now, because that takes us to a group of 2, squishing 3 into the time of 2. So let's just get our blobs in the right place. We don't need a dot now though. And then we just need those. So this has a stem but no dot. We'll join these as quavers. So at the moment they are groups of 3, and so if we add triplet signs, that makes it 3 in the time of 2. So now we're in simple time. Let's turn the page. So if you turn with me to page 5, however, we need to keep that music handy, because the questions on this last section still refer back to this. Although in many respects it's just general information now. So answer true or false to the following statement. The trumpet always uses the bass clef. Well, that's false, because the trumpet is a treble instrument which uses the treble clef. Now we're asked to name the highest sounding and the lowest sounding members of a standard orchestral family. So it depends of the orchestral string family. Yes, it specifically tells us this. The highest string instrument is the violin, and the lowest instrument is the double bass. There we go, that's soon done. And then finally for this question we're asked to underline 2 instruments from this list here which could be played consordini. That's with the mute. And so we need to think about which instruments can be muted. A bassoon can't be muted, that's not played with a mute. A trumpet is, so we'll underline that. There's like a bell that's pushed in the end, a bit like shoving a sock in it. And then the cello can be played with a mute as well. String instruments can have a mute placed on the bridge. So there we go. The bass drum can't be muted. So that's the end of that question. We'll look at the next question in the next video. I do hope that this is helpful to you. I hope that you're enjoying this, working through this with me. I'm certainly enjoying working through it. If you can give me a like, that would be super. Please do subscribe to my channel to keep updated. And please do visit sharonbill.com and make use of all of the resource and information that's available to help you there. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.